Welcome to Conflict Havoc number 2. We are going to address the fake natives on TikTok one more motherfucking time. Okay? Now, I watched a fake native today, and I can honest to God tell you, and this lady just ended her DNA. Her brawl. Oh, this shit's going through all kinds of shit. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. We're just gonna set that down for now. That's another native educational moment. I don't want to give out names. There's a young guy, and make this clear. He's younger than me. I don't know how much native he has, if at all any. But he's basically saying that life began in America. All Africans are Americans, and Hebrew Israelites, and gods, and what the fuck is the other thing? They got a lot of shit going on. So he's a little darker than me. His hair is not like mine, and he's the two letters in his name is both M. All right, young man, you need to stop. So he talked about first, we are the sky people. You can't be of the earth and be a sky person. Alright, and for anybody who does not know what a sky person is, Native Americans have been telling everybody about sky peoples for generations. No one has paid their ass attention until this government shit started coming out of these fucking flying saucers and shit. So again, you gotta make up your mind. Are we ninth ether beings? Are we Israelites? Are we Hebrews? Are we Moors? Are we Anunnaki? Are we whatever the hell the Aztecs were supposed to be? And something else. And they can't make up their mind. They honestly, truly, the God can't make up their mind. And so, when you're all these things at once, damn right you're having a fucking identity crisis. Now, once you started going into the we are gods, you got my attention. Because I am totally against anybody who thinks that they are gods. You are not a god. If you are a god, I will say this to you to your face. I will say this to you on the internet, because if you're a god, then you know who the fuck I am. Why haven't you popped up in my backyard yet? I'm like waiting for the lightning to come down and you land in my yard. We can go ahead and have at it and see if it's true. We can see if my arms are too short to box with God. Granted, I'm going to also be using my legs. And we're going to see your godlike power. And to quote the Spartans, today is going to be the day that we are going to make a god bleed. Or if you want me to quote Gore the God Butcher, we are going to execute plenty of gods today. I don't know what gets into these people's brains and make them think that they are gods. I don't care if you're part native like me and you're on your reconnecting journey. I'm down with that because I'm on mine. But when you're going around telling Native Americans, my ancestors, that they are from Siberia and they are not the real Native Americans, I used to believe that shit too. But they said the land bridge was debunked. So now I'm in the air. Alright? But I'm not going to say that my ancestors are not Native American. This guy saying that all of the Mississippi Indians, who I have no idea who the fuck they are. I know who the 5 civilized tribes are. I wrote it down. And I know who the Lakota, Dakota, Kiowa, Nakota, Ojibwe. First Nation has like 7 different tribes, including one of the eastern band of like Cherokee or some shit like that. I'm not going to swear to that. But there are a lot of different bands, and there are a lot of different nations. Let's not forget the Cheyenne. Let's not forget the Choctaw, the Blackfoot, because those are the ones they mostly use, along with Cherokee, Seminole, um, Comanche, Navajo. They're saying all those guys to the west of the Mississippi are not real Native Americans. They're also saying the five civilized tribes um, kicked them out, like the freemans and the slaves and all that, because they were black or whatever. And then they flipped the script all the way around and said that the Native Americans are not the Native Americans, and that the black people are the original Chinese, they are the original Asian man, rather, they are the original Indians from India, they are the original Africans, they are the original Aboriginals, they are the original humans, they are the original white people. This is what was on this dude's live today. This is why I say this dude really has to fucking stop, yo. I mean, I don't know the motherfucker. I know his name, but I don't know him personally. This isn't personal, but I'm worried about his mental health. I mean, the dude can't be more than 20-something years old. As a mixed kid, I went through an identity crisis too. But that was because when I was a kid, I didn't know what the fuck being mixed was. I didn't know what mixed was until I got to school. And I'm gonna say this, and you guys can agree to disagree, and it's fine. You know, I don't get mad if you write anything negative in the comments, because then I know somebody's at least listening, or at least watching. When you see your mom, you know that she is a woman, alright? You know that your mom is pretty. But unless you are a sick fucking freak, you don't think about your parents having sex. Now, if you're me, on the other hand, who's had a traumatic experience of actually walking in on my mom having sex with a man that was not my father, because my mother and father was supposedly divorced by this time. I believe I walked in on my second sister being conceived. I've never forgotten it. We will not discuss that here, but I've never forgotten it. I was between 5 and 6, and we were at 828 Hardy Drive. You get nothing else except for the cosmic shock that I have experienced. But as a child, you see girls as girls. You see boys as boys. At least you did back in my day. And you see your teacher as very sexy. If you're a girl, you might not see your female teacher as sexy. You might see your male teacher as sexy. But by the time you're like 7 or 8 years old, you get these feelings and you puppy love. But when you are in kindergarten, maybe the first grade, you can see that other people are of color. But you don't really know racism, until you experience racism. I experienced racism at a young age because I learned in the second grade that I wasn't like the rest of the kids. They seen what color my mom is, white passing. So, you know how many times I was told, hey, you got a white mom. It's like, my mom's not white, she's just really light. Because everybody in my family are either this color or this color, with a couple of exceptions. My mom, the sister under me, and her youngest son. That's it. Everybody else is up here or down here. I'm actually up here. I just don't like long sleeve shirts. Right? On my dad's side, everybody's brown. Everybody. My dad's dad is black. My dad's mom was either all native or mixed native. Her mom was all native. We're waiting for contacts to get back with me on that. Now, this is where shit get complicated. All the generations that was born with me are brown or light and look very native. Alright? If not native, we look Asian passing. Alright? So therefore, we know we're mixed. You can't hide it. Some of us just have more mixed features than others. Alright? So yes, I've been mistaken for a Mexican. And Mexicans are also Native Americans. Don't forget that shit. I have been mistaken for a Samoan and a Filipino as well. So yeah, shit happens. Alright, now getting that shit out the way, I know that I'm mixed. There's no fucking denying it at all. This cat, double M, looks black. Alright? I'm not saying that he's black, but I'm not saying he's all the way native either. So if he's mixed, fine. do it the right way. Do not wipe out black culture, and do not wipe out native culture, which is exactly what he's doing. He's rewriting history. Alright? Like literally rewriting history. And that's the part that sucks because he's making it harder for people like me to reconnect with our native side. I didn't know what a reconnecting journey was until I was like 42, 43. Alright? My dad and I, before he died, were planning to go to my great grandmother's grave. That was it. The only thing I wanted was to see her grave. But now that I started my reconnection journey, now I want to get lineage and all this other shit. But I will not enroll in the tribe unless they like invite me. It's like, yeah, you can re-enroll. And I'd be like, well, don't you need like blood quantum and all this other bullshit? Because if they don't do blood quantum, I'm good. But if they do blood quantum, I don't think I have enough to enroll. And I'll tell you what happened with that. I met a native who was like black and native. And he was darker than me. He had native features in the face, but his skin was just like a little bit lighter than my shirt. And he's what started me on my reconnecting journey. I started talking to the BIA. The BIA have me running in circles. DNA, blood quantum, blah, blah, blah. We don't know. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know if the Bureau of Indian Affairs don't know? Then I learned about reclassification. And I was like, okay. Then I also learned that mulatto does not just mean black and white. It also means native and black or native and white. So I'm like, oh, fan-fucking-tastic. So, still learning shit. Still getting this reconnecting journey. I don't think it's ever really going to end. But as long as I can reconnect on some level, I'm good. But like I said, I'm not going to enroll unless they invite me. If it's like, if you want to enroll, we can do that. And I said, well, the only way I'm going to actually enroll is if I can use my stage name as my native name. Because I don't want to change my legal name before I get my military benefits. No. That way I don't fucking fuck this shit up. No. Or if they let me keep them both. No. If they say your legal name is James Edward Williams Jr. and your native name can be Echo Fang Grey Wolf. When you were on native land, you are identified as Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Then I'm down for that. Now, if they don't do that, then okay, cool. Just give me the paper of lineage, and I'm good. You know, because I don't really want to take anything from the tribe. I just want to be acknowledged that I am from their people. That's it. You know, plus I'm like 50 years old. So, I really just want to understand where my great grandmother came from, where I come from. Pretty much it. You know, see how many generations we go back, and give or take a few, we're gonna find out. Anyway. I want to end this. I'm going to get another wipe. Because I can't console now. I don't want to touch anything. I'm going to end this with this. Alright? There are good ways and bad ways to approach shit. And then there's the fuck you, I do what I want. If you're living on the fuck you, I do what I want, then you're going to fuck it up for everybody reconnecting like me, which is not fucking cool. And you need to take a step back and figure out what the hell you're doing. But for all the rest of the fake natives to keep calling the Native Americans non-natives or Siberians, y'all need to stop. Especially if you're bringing that shit to YouTube and you're still talking mad shit, even though there have been groups of Pan-Africans and other blacks that have stomped y'all to the goddamn ground. Eminem is still one of those guys that are not the rapper. The guy with the 2 M's in his name. Brown guy. He's still doing the same shit. The same fucking shit. That being said, yo, if you see this dude, you really need to stop. Find out who you are. Do your lineage, and then get the fuck off the internet with the shit. Alright? I don't know you personally, but I really hope you figure out if you guys are natives, Hebrew Israelites, Anunnaki, ninth ether beings, um, gods, or whatever the hell you are. And if you're gods, let me put this challenge out for you. If you're gods, I have a challenge for you. Two, actually. Two. The first challenge is a multiple quiz challenge. The first thing you need to do, because you're fucking gods, is fix this shit. All of it. Fix the earth. Fix the climate change. Fix the fucking racism. Fix the poverty. Fix the starving. Fix all that shit that humans can't fix. Just Thanos snap that shit, fix it. That's the main test because of your gods. The last test is fight. Yeah. World of Champions, baby. You guys are gods. I expect to go one-on-one with all of the great ones in my backyard. And because you're gods, you should be here tomorrow. I get off from work at 4. So, you guys should be able to show up after 4. Go to the next video. You guys can see that the shit's